Imagine waking up to silence. No electricity, no internet, no phone signal, no planes in the sky, no news, no explanation, just silence. This isn't science fiction. This is what will happen when Earth is hit by a massive solar electromagnetic pulse, a solar EMP, and make no mistake, it's not a question of if but when. A solar EMP begins with a coronal mass ejection, a violent eruption of charged particles from the surface of the sun. If that ejection is aimed directly at Earth, it can compress our magnetosphere and induce enormous electrical currents in our power lines and electronics. This already happened once, in 1859, during the Carrington event. Back then the world was powered by steam and steel, not silicon and software. Telegraph systems caught fire, operators were shocked. Auroras were seen near the equator. But today, in our ultra-connected, fully electrified world, the consequences will be catastrophic. Within minutes of impact, satellites will begin to fail. GPS will go offline, internet infrastructure will collapse, communications will vanish, airplanes may be grounded, not because they fall out of the sky, but because they can no longer navigate. Air traffic control is blind, then come the blackouts. Transformers overload and explode. Entire power grids shut down, city after city falls into darkness. Backup generators kick in, but they rely on fuel, and fuel depends on digital logistics. Within 24 hours fuel runs dry, hospitals lose power, water treatment stops, ATMs and card systems no longer work, refrigeration fails. In just 72 hours, panic takes hold. Looting begins, stores are emptied, emergency services are overwhelmed, the social contract begins to dissolve. Within the first month, food distribution halts entirely. Modern supply chains collapse, hospitals run out of medicine, people on dialysis or ventilators die. In the absence of clean water and proper sanitation, disease spreads rapidly. Urban centers descend into chaos. Martial law might be declared, but enforcement is limited, fractured, and desperate. By the end of 1 year, experts estimate that up to 90% of the population in some regions could perish, not because of the EMP itself but from starvation, disease, and societal breakdown. Technologically, we're thrown back 2 centuries. Cars with electronic ignitions stop working, phones become paperweights, laptops become bricks. Even basic farming becomes a struggle. Modern agriculture is built on digital infrastructure and electric machinery. Society regresses. Communities isolate. Barter replaces banking. Guns replace governance. Could this be prevented? NASA and NOAA constantly monitor solar activity and give early warnings. But warnings aren't protection. Retrofitting our global power grids to withstand a major solar storm is possible, but extremely expensive, and progress has been slow. Governments have run simulations, reports have been written, but action, minimal. The US has made some moves to harden infrastructure, but only a small percentage of the grid is actually prepared. The truth is simple and terrifying. A solar EMP will happen again. The last one, in 1859, was over 160 years ago. Scientists believe we are overdue. Our way of life is completely dependent on electricity, yet it's all balanced on a knife's edge. One solar storm is all it would take to knock it all down. This is not a doomsday theory, this is peer-reviewed science. This is inevitable. We live on a planet powered by a star we cannot control. And when it sends its next message, a billion-ton cloud of solar plasma hurtling at 2 million miles per hour, the Earth will answer, in darkness. Subscribe to FactZilla for more terrifying truths science confirms, and the world ignores.